Hello beautifuls, hello lovelies, hello girlies. I don't know exactly why I'm making this video. Mostly because I just turned 18 and I think there's a couple things you need to know. Being 18 is not what it's cut out to be. I thought I was gonna just like grow into this adult that everybody kept saying that I was, but I am not. It's like being a little, like when you're about to be like 13, but you're like 12, and you're like, oh, like I'm about to be in my teens, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm a teenager. Like you're on the cusp of being a teenager. I'm on the cusp of being an adult. I honestly don't think I'm gonna be a full adult until like I'm 26, 27, something, like about to be in my 30s. Like even in my 30s, I still feel like I'm gonna act like a child a little bit. So bear with me. This is my second attempt to this video because I was having like 7 different conversations. I was going everywhere over the place and I didn't know where to stay. So if this one goes those directions, it's just gonna have to be posted because I'm not doing this again. I can't do it again. Honestly, as a kid, I had so many dreams, so many aspirations, so many things that I wanted to be. Like I wanted to be the first woman on the planet. Like I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, cause when I was a kid, there was so many, like it was 2005 and there wasn't many things you could do. And I didn't see a lot of black people. Well, I did, but it was either like in hip hop or something, or R&B. And now it's like, we're all over the place. Like, you can't be the first no more. Like, come on now. It's everybody. When I was a kid, I was said that I sounded black, and now I am 18 and I am whitewashed because I sound like a little white girl. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird, okay? When people say that, they're like, oh, like whenever I go to a job interview, they're like, oh my God, I thought I was gonna get like a little white girl. It's just you. What does it just you mean? Okay. I kind of just want to talk about what I want my happiness to be like and what's my definition of happiness and what I'm aspiring to be. I want to be an actor and I want to be a model and I want to be a great friend and a great family member, which is hard. Like in sitcoms, don't listen to them because they be like, oh, all you gotta do is be there for them. How do you be there for them? What do you mean by that? Like when, like they be like, oh, I'm all the way in California. Oh, I'm all the way in Washington, D.C. Oh my God, you're going through a breakup? Let me fly out the next day, and we all know that's gonna cost like $1,500, more than that. The next day, and you're there. Oh, y'all just rich in sitcoms. Like, how y'all doing that? Truthfully, more people has been here for me than I have been here for myself. After I got out of high school, I kind of just was like, no need to try hard no more. I'm out this piece. And now I'm like, you're just getting started because where you thought you were going. For real. Like working, like, come on, working was fun at 16. Now I'm 18 and I feel like I need a job all the time. All the time. And if I don't have one, I'm worthless. Yes. But yeah, I want to be a great friend and I want to be a great family member. I don't want to blame people and I don't want to get angry and sad. I like to lie to myself and say, oh, I don't get angry, I don't get mad, but we all know I do. And I don't have anger problems, I don't think. I don't. I just have problems. Yeah, that's all I got. I had nothing else to say. But I want to be at peace with myself. I remember whenever I could take like something really bad happening to me and flip it, and it would be different. Like, I don't know how my mind did that, but if there was something bad happening in the restaurant, I would do something about it and boom, it's gone. Or I would just sit it and let it wait it out because it was someone else's problem and it would be gone. But now it's like everybody's problems are my problems, and everything I do seems like a bother to everybody else. And I thought as soon as I turned 18, I was on my own. You know how like those videos of moms kicking out their daughters when they're 18 and they be like, yeah, you go ahead, go live your life and stuff like that. That's traumatic as crap, but that's exactly how I felt like I had to be, especially because last year I moved out and it was a big change. And I moved all the way to Alabama from Texas, and it was something. It was something. It was definitely something. There wasn't much I could do about that one. There's not much I can do about it now. I found it that sometimes you have to get comfortable out of your comfort zone. Because I'm comfortable in Texas, yes, because I've been living here since I was like 8. And now I'm 18. So now 10 years later, and now I'm going to a different state. You know? Weird, ain't it? It's not fun getting your boundaries pushed, and what you're used to changes in a second. But normally, if you gave this problem to like me when I was 15 or 16, I was like, okay, well, we're gonna make friends here. We're gonna do what we gotta do here. And I don't know where that ambition and that aspiration went, but I feel like it's coming back, but it might be on hold. I don't know, I just had things to do when I was that age, and now it's like you pick what you gotta do. That's whenever like they gave you electives and you're like, oh, all of this is bullcrap. Like, I don't want to do any of this. And then you're like, oh, you have to, or you're just going to be broke and living with your parents or doing nothing. And you're like, I don't want to do that. Not that there's anything wrong with living with your parents, you know, circumstances are circumstances. Right now in this important amount of time, I will set 3 goals for myself that I want to have done by next year. I want to get my driver's license, and I want to get a car. Perfect. Those 2 are the most important ones because I'm 18 and I don't have a license and I don't have a car. I don't know how I'm living. Okay. I don't want it to be like something like, again, like materialistic, but I think I'm gonna have to be. Wait a second. Oof. Oh, my own apartment by the end of the year. Yeah, those are my 3 things. But on the other hand, on my educational side, there's a lot of other stuff that I'm doing. And for myself, for my personal inflective self, I'm gonna keep doing these videos. I'm gonna call them like a check-in, a status type thing where I'm at. And where I'm at right now, my head has gotten clearer. At first it was a little foggy, but I'm here. And I know like it's like hard because all I want to do is escape reality and go somewhere else and not be here in the moment. But no matter how much I want to be somewhere else and I want to be like gone, asleep, all the time. I'm out of this piece, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of just like, you can't do that. You know, you're a working class now. You vote. Well, that's crazy. I do that. You can keep it. I don't want it. I don't want to end this off with a quote. I want to say being a teenager or a young woman in this world, it will constantly feel like you are not enough. It will constantly feel like you are being trampled over, or you're not living your childhood dream, or you're not doing enough. Because we see every woman in this community, in this world, hardworking, a mother, and all these things that have so much work and compassion and so much stuff that they have to do for it, that you just feel like you aren't living up to that potential. There's people who are 16 and they have whole YouTube channels, and I decided to start it now, you know? But just because I didn't start it when they started it doesn't mean that you're any less behind. You are completely okay at the pace you're going. Everybody dies, and nobody knows when that time of death is. That's like if your friend died, no offense, I hope she doesn't or he doesn't, then it's like, are you gonna rush that too? You're gonna be like, oh, he seems like his life is complete, let me go ahead and... No, everybody's life starts and ends at different points, and that's hard to come to terms with, because it's hard to come to terms with that this is the life that I'm living, and I'm on my own, and I'm doing all the things I possibly can. For the time that I didn't join any of those clubs in high school, and that made me feel like I should have been doing that, but I didn't. So I can't go back, and I can't change time, and I can't do anything about that. So what can we do, you know? I think that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Just know that you are enough, and every day there is always going to be someone proud of you, and that's me.